Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. First point of order is to choose a council president. No, we'll go ahead and do it now. It's on that way. There's no doubt. Any nominations for council president?
I nominate you.
I'd like to you've done a great job.
All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I'll accept it then. All right, pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Okay. Old business, mediation of the Dave Huff lawsuit. We settled that. Through mediation, it took about 4.5 hours, so it's kind of a lengthy process. First time I'd ever been through something like that. And Dave asked for a little bit less than what the paperwork called for. Well, it's quite a bit less, actually.
Yes,
So
in property area.
in property area. So we settled it, and we got like $3,500 for a little bit of property Dave got there.
It was, it turned out to be a good process, but it was confusing because in the complaint that had been filed, the claim was for a strip 20 yards off the north property line running the whole length of the property. And by the time we got it all sorted out, it's a pie-shaped piece that extends up to the north side of the pool and then angles back to terminated at a 7-foot wide strip at the road. That helped because it's not taking so much of the town's property as what they had pled in the complaint that was filed initially, and communication was so poor in trying to sort it out that it took a formal setting like that and some assistance from the mediator to understand what it was they were even asking for. So that went a long way toward getting it done.
All right, update on roads construction. Roads construction is coming back. They've ordered some corners for our base to fix the corners, and as soon as they come in, they're going to come back and fix that. There's a few other things they're going to address. Reed and Sons pay application number 7. That's this over here. Sharon just put that out for us. And this is the one project. Pay application is for $228,999.31. Anybody want to make a motion to approve that?
Make a motion to approve that.
I'll say.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Reed and Son also did a change order for us, and this is for the raise up the station out there on County Line and Washington Street. We said we would raise it up 2 feet for Todd Burns' property out there. The total of it was $7,012.75. So if anybody want to make a motion to approve that change order,
I'll make a motion to approve. I'll second it.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Now, the appraisal was at 120. I think we got one back, and I've sent that to everybody. I'm pretty sure that was for like $110,000 from FIG. Yeah, we're waiting on Jared to get us one, and as soon as we get that, I don't think we're in a great big hurry, but that's where we're at with that. Maine Medical Trust and Health employees have signed up for that, and I believe it's effective here in a couple of weeks, February 1st. Town hall cleaning. You guys got a little something here for that. Becky, we need to keep the town hall clean, and I think Ryan and his guys can handle his area pretty good.
Just the meeting room, all the other rooms down the hallway.
Restrooms.
Sheriff's office, main office, and front entry.
So Becky has agreed to do it. She gave me a little list of everything the duties that she'd be performing right there. And she's agreed to do it for $125 a week. So I thought, we'd bring it up, see what you guys think.
No, we hired a cleaning company to come in and just clean up some dust. The cost was $300.
Yeah.
So Becky's she's very particular about how she does. She's very neat and clean. She already keeps everything nice and clean anyway in the front. But you've got to scrub toilets, you've got to vacuum and mop all the floors and
Keep everything dusted, clean the sink. She's still trying to get some of this glue off the floor that was left by the contractors.
I'm sure this would include what she did, the sidewalks, and the walkways, and mats, and washing, keeping the windows clean. That's a lot of work.
Yep.
We've got to have somebody do it. So I'll make a motion that we approve that for to hire Becky at $125 a week to do these duties as listed.
Everyone second the motion? All in favor, say aye. All right. The DPW, I think we're going to build a new garage up there this year. And if you guys are all right, we'll go ahead and get some quotes on that, see what that's going to cost us. Try to get us at least 3 quotes. If I can get more, we will. I'll try to get us at least 3.
What would you estimate the cost to be?
I'm going to estimate it around 50,000.
Oh, okay.
If not much more than that, maybe, Park report, Jill?
And just to let you know, so the youth sports, Morgantown Youth Sports has merged with Indian Creek Sports. So they are still going to be using our fields to play ball this year and to practice. So days of caring with Synergy, they came in and we talked about that. They did a lot of free work at the park. And they're probably about $2,000 worth of work. So they're coming back this spring, and they're going to be working on a new list of things that they're going to do for the town. Then they're looking at putting some additional lighting over by the play equipment because it's really dark in that area. And the board would like to add cameras down at the park. We had met with someone last year, I think, was it? And
Started talking about
that. So I was actually going to maybe see if Ryan would be interested in getting with live wire since you kind of oversee the cameras and just seeing maybe what that would cost. And I can't remember if we mentioned we needed like 4 cameras down there, but just what would be adequate down there. Something like that should cost, so we could get that started for them. For 2026, we're hoping, I think February next month, we're going to find out whether we get the DNR grant or not. That's going to pave our trail down there that we did phase 1 on. And they'd like to get some sunshade this year. And they have an interest in building a shelter house. So we used to have a shelter house. And I think the park is used more now than it has maybe ever been. And so with that being said, we don't qualify. There's another grant through DNR. This is the water grant, but you have to spend a minimum of $250,000, and you have to meet that 50/50. So we're out for that. We can't do that. So I was going to talk with the trustee, Matt, our new trustee, and I know that the there was extra money, tax money that had been collected, and Morgantown does pay in a third of that tax money.
Not a third, we're paying our share.
Our share. And so, plus everybody around uses, Morgantown is their part. So I want to talk to him and see if there might be some funds that he could help with, and maybe we could get a community foundation grant. There may be a My Board grant, and just kind of look into that. But that's it.
What about for us? We talk about cameras at the other part of the basketball court.
Yeah, that would be nice. If it would reach, maybe just ask if cameras, if there's a way to have cameras at the other part.
I think we just have clear sight, don't we, Ryan? That's what we got to have, a line of clear sight.
Either clear sight or an internet connection. I believe I can
Yeah.
double check with that.
Yeah. I think when we had the camera system, we mentioned that, though, and they kept that in mind when they installed it, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the benefit of this system, that it's just an activation fee per camera that DVR can hold the infinite number of cameras.
Right. Good deal. All right. Got the clerk treasurer's bonds here. This is Western Surety Company. It says it on here. And we got this one here is for Becky. Well, I don't think we take any action. Just present that to us, ain't you, sure? All right. Approval of the minutes. Get your minutes dated the 8th of December. Everybody read those?
Make the motion, we approve the minutes for December the 8th, 2025.
Name is spelled wrong on there, it's Blaker.
Yes,
Was it Blaker?
I meant to say that. I have circled.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Page 2.
No, page 2.
With my name.
The Blakers.
Yeah, your name is right.
Ordinance 2025-8.
Yes.
Okay.
So page 3. So with that correction.
All right, we also have the special meeting minutes. Oh. Yes,
Oh, I made a motion.
made a motion.
Is that
You got a second with the corrections? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, now we have the minutes dated December the 29th. Everybody's read those.
Motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. All right, next we got the claims docket. Now, payable.
Make a motion, we approve the claims docket.
I'll second.
Dated January the 12th. All in favor, say aye. All right. Payroll.
I'll make a motion.
Second it.
All in favor, say aye. Okay, we got the bank reconciliation here. Dated the 12th of January.
I'll make the motion. We approve the bank reconciliation.
All in favor, say aye. All right, now we got a resolution for the transfer funds 2026-1. And this is bring the bank to zero, bring accounts to zero. Yeah, Marshall, just catch everything up. Anybody want to make a motion?
Motion to approve resolution 2026-01.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
There's something left here. Oh, this is for Ryan. Gotcha. Okay, this is, John used his personal card here to pay for, the shipping on this right here, and he's reimbursed $7.20. Anybody want to make a motion to approve that reimbursement for John?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. And this is, other one is where we've had a problem behind the DPW shop. It's been ongoing. Well, they finally found a big pile of gravel in the sewer drain. So we had to jet it out one end and back it at the other to get the gravel out of there, and that's what this is, $550. Anybody want to make a motion to approve that?
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ryan, what you got?
I just would like to start with the recap of last year. As a whole, our total CAD calls for the year were 1,764. That was up from 2024 to 1,331. That number is a little low in my opinion because we did send 2 people to the police academy last year, so we were a little undermanned for a little bit. But for reference, 2023 we took 1,478 calls. Also, probably one of the things I think that we're most proud of is that out of the $10,000 equipment budget that we run day-to-day operations on, we were able to return $7,000 to the town. So
That's amazing.
second, kind of moving forward with the first of the year, I did a quick ammunition inventory, and we're down to about 200 rounds of our 9mm training ammunition and 300 rounds of our carry ammo that we carry on duty with us in our pistols. So I would ask for your guys' permission to purchase 5 cases or 5,000 rounds of 9mm training ammo at the state bid price of $216.16 a case, and 1 case or 1,000 rounds of 9mm duty ammo at $409.92. And that would total $1,490.72. And I'd ask for you guys to take that out of LECE, or the Law Enforcement Continuing Education Fund.
Do I want to make a motion to approve that $1,490.72 for Ryan? Go ahead and get the ammunition.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
The second, one of the things that we're running into is finding certified defensive tactics instructors. The Indiana Law Enforcement Training Board requires us to have at least 4 hours in defensive tactics every year to keep our police certification. We've been using Brown County, and for their whole county, they only have 1 guy. We do go over to Morgan County as well, but it doesn't really leave us any makeup days if somebody can miss those training days. So I thought it might be in the department's best interest if I went ahead and became a defensive tactics instructor. It's a 2-week course. The first week would be May 16th through the 20th of this year. The second week would be May 11th through the 15th of this year, and each week is $750 or $1,500 in total. So I'd like approval to attend that training and also to spend the funds for that also out of LECE.
Approve that.
Second it.
All in favor, say aye.
The final thing I have is another training thing. For the last several years, we've used Lexipol's Police One online training to supplement some of our training for things like bloodborne pathogens or other things that the state requires us to have. The contract is actually due on February 1st. The invoice is for $647.88, but we're actually holding some interviews tomorrow for some reserves. So I'd like to increase that by one for a total of $755.86 to renew that for the department. And I would like that just to come out of the town's training budget.
I don't get a problem with that.
Motion to approve that.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All right,
That's all I got. Thank you.
all right. DPW is not here this evening. Water project going on, I think over on, Church Street, where they was, heading north. They're telling me they're gonna be done by the end of February. So,
Good.
uh,
Could be into the spring.
yeah, really, so, and hopefully they get good weather. That's what I'm hoping, and everything goes good for them.
And we've only sent in $7,000 out of the contingency.
Yep,
Which
so
is
far.
fantastic, because there's
Yep.
plans with
Keep your fingers crossed.
anything left over.
Yeah, yeah.
Better than expected.
No, and just hope it does. I mean, let's just hope it keeps
Well,
up.
and our DPW talked about that, so we kind of talked to them. If there's anything that we are allowed to do, that needs to be done, that our DPW would do that to try to save that contingency money to the end.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully it just stays on a schedule like that. There is one more thing. I'd like to look into maybe getting some sidewalks fixed next year, or this year, this coming spring, you know. I'd like to try to find a couple contractors to give us a price on what it would cost if we got a whole truckload of concrete. So I'm gonna find some few contractors and give us a price, and maybe we can get some of these hazardous sidewalks fixed here in town.
Would DPW be doing that?
DBW be doing part of that. They'd be ripping it out and disposing of the materials. And the small patches they can handle, but, you know, we got a little cheap.
Got some bad sidewalks in town.
We do, and they need fixed. Public comment. Anybody got a comments?
I'll comment real quick.
Okay?
Last time I met with you guys, I knew this is your first meeting here.
A second, a third,
Yes,
a third.
It is, that's a nice little. Mike Hirsch, I'm going to be running for Kenny Hill's time.
Okay,
And I'm just going to give you guys a real quick snapshot. Got over 20 years of experience in planning and zoning. I was chair of the Northville BZA for over 8 years, vice chair of the planning commission for about the same time. I served for 4 years on the board of county planning commission. And I'm retired from my own construction business that I had based out of Martinsville, built a couple homes, did a lot of church reservations, church work, a lot of commercial, I've got a lot of contract experience and background. So the reason I'm running is basically because there's a lot of issues that are going to be going on with our county. You guys are not concerned as much with the data center or, you know, as much as the road is.
right.
The data center fix you guys more than possible way because we're getting money out as far as assessed values. So the big reason I'm running is basically because of what's coming in on like 27 and 28. Trying to figure out how we're going to be able to work with all the municipalities and try to make the library kind of stretch as far as I can.
Okay.
So I'm available to talk at any time. Anybody ever wants to meet over here? I only have a few friends in the Morgantown area. Most of them are a little bit further to the east where we did 4 or 5 houses out that way. And we got 3 or 4 houses built just west of you guys. And I think you guys almost like it and rotate it to where you're overlooked quite a bit.
Yeah,
So that's something that when I ran for council a couple of years ago, and I talked to a lot of you guys at that time, that's something that I'm trying to figure out how to bridge that gap, because we're all going to have to work together pretty close in the next 3 years. So thank you for letting me give you some public comments.
all right. Thank you. Anybody else?
and on the area. What is the process going on with the TW garage?
We're gonna build a garage up by the water tower. You know, currently they just got a little bitty garage, you know where it's at? Over on Cross Street? Yeah, and it's just, they've been in there for years, and, you know, it's really not got a lot of storage and stuff, and we need a place to get some of our vehicles out of the weather, make them last longer, so we're gonna build a new garage over there. Basically a pole barn.
What is the clerk treasurer bond for the council?
Well, the law, go ahead, Lee.
So any public official that handles money, I'm going to say all of them, because I can't think of an exception, but it's a statutory requirement that they be bonded. So if money goes missing, the town has a remedy. They can make a claim against that bond and try to recover. Which could be a clerk treasurer who does something underhanded, and it can be as a result of a mistake, right? So there are public official bonds, and clerk treasurers and other elected officials who handle money, and deputy clerks are required to do that too. Are you bonded? No, you're not, are you? I'm trying to think of other examples. Most certainly, yeah. Most certainly, good example, yeah. Those handling money have to post that bond. And then we also have public liability coverage under our insurance. That is some redundancy there if any money goes missing or is unaccounted for. So that's what it's about. And at the first meeting of every year, the statute requires that the clerk present her bond to the town council, and that's what we did tonight. It's a bit of housekeeping.
Gotcha. And then we'll have the last was the transfer of funds within a department. What is that resolution?
That's basically just to bring the accounts to a zero balance and at the end of the year.
So if there's actually,
We actually did it at the last meeting. That was just the paperwork for it.
if there's like money left in the fund, if we didn't use all the money, then we can move that money back over for the following year into that fund, or I guess if we needed to put it into.
These here were for the payroll.
Yeah. It's a balancing transaction where we have a whole bunch, we have a budget for the year, a whole bunch of line items with an amount of money assigned to the line item to be spent for those expenses. And through the course of a 12-month year, we spent a little more here. We spent a little less here. So you take from where you have some left and move it to where you spend a little too much to balance things out and see what the line items. Yeah. Just an accounting function.
Looks like almost all of them were for payroll. Yeah.
Yeah, please.
We need more people will be these than I am ability for not being. Hopefully. Well, and I love the things that.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Oh, you need to.
Great pride. Yeah. Yeah. We're talking about you.
Yeah.
Do you get that piece?
Yes.
So, I know Brian going to start taking this class for defensive tactics, GE. I know, but just like you said, it's very hard to get people to teach. I've recommended in the future maybe adding more classes to that too, to eventually maybe Morgantown could be helping as a continuing education training to not only train Morgantown's officers, but then other officers from other agencies can come here and utilize this program. Here's some of their training, and it would help the education department, information department, or education departments.
Yeah, just to answer your question there, so both John and I are currently I'm a general instructor, And John's a general instructor and an emergency vehicle instructor. So John actually is already, with that last year, went and helped the county instruct all the emergency driving for the entire Morgan County. So we'll continue to do that and also assist them as a tactics role. And actually this February, we're going to host our first in-service training here for the mandates with Princess Lakes. So that is actually the way that we're going. So.
Good deal.
How many officers?
So 3 full-time guys, 1 paid part-time guy, and we actually have 1 reserve that's going through the training right now.
Anybody else? All right. Anybody on the council got anything? Lee? All right, we'll adjourn the meeting.